Hey everyone, welcome to the workshop. Today we are going to go over how to get some more leads with your countertop shop in 2026. Kind of go over what's working, what's not. Um, and let's jump right in. I like to kind of start these right on time and then just roll right in. So let me just double check something here. Okay, we're all good. So we're going to jump in and out of screens. I kind of like to keep this pretty casual. Um, so let me just open this up here. So we do trainings for all the different associations. We've been around for a long time, work with a lot of shops. So if you want to know more about us, just go to our website. I'm not going to bore you with that stuff. But today's game plan is we're going to go over the landscape of marketing, kind of go over what's going on right now because things are changing so fast. And then we'll jump in, talk about Google AI and G Maps because that's going to be a big piece of this in 2026. And then the bigger piece is social media ads and video because it's working very, very well and it's going to beat out AI and all that stuff. And then if you have questions, we do these live streaming. Just I think you could just message them in. We should be able to see them. Let me double check here. But just type in your questions wherever you're watching this. You can watch it on YouTube or Facebook. And let's get to it. Let's jump right in here. So the game plan for this, and I apologize, I'm redoing my office right now, so I just kind of have a white wall back there. I'm going to actually do it this weekend. But the plan for the trainings, they're always usually the same, about 30 minutes or so, kind of over the shoulder type training. We'll jump in and out of screens, do things like that. The best thing is just to disconnect. Give me 20, 30 minutes. You'll definitely learn something. And then there will be a recording. It'll actually be right on YouTube, so you can watch it one time or 100 times if you want. So let's jump right into it here. So let's talk about the landscape of marketing and kind of what's going on right now. I mean, we just started the year, right? We're at the end of January, which is kind of crazy. But, this was kind of happening, I'd say from like the summer of 2025 up until the end of the year. So AI, we all obviously know AI came into the picture, kind of disrupted a lot of things, just made things different, making people use different ways to find businesses to do their research. So, I mean, it used to be you go to Google, you type in, I need granite countertops, quartz, kitchen countertops, whatever it is, some results pop up, you click on an ad, you click on the organic section, wherever you're looking, that's where you're going to click. Now that has changed. That is changed a lot. So we thought as marketers, like, hey, Google's not going to completely change the Google search page because that's how they make all their money. They make all their money on ads. But as ChatGPT came into the picture and other large language models like Gemini is Google, but ChatGPT and all the other ones out there, Google started to change, right? Now they're showing more AI summaries on that search page. And we'll even jump in and look at something else. So unfortunately, the Google share is shrinking, right? People are on other devices looking at finding other ways to find businesses. We even see this with Google Maps. Google Maps can be a massive way to get more leads. But as time goes on, we just can see the decrease in people calling, people going to the website. It's just decreasing. So I don't think Google Maps is ever going to go away because of Google reviews. Like if you're getting something done in your house, you're going to research the company. What are you going to do? You're going to read Google reviews. You're probably not going to read Facebook reviews, house reviews. Not that no one cares about that. You're going to read the Google reviews. So I don't see that going away. But, the market share has gone down, for Google because people are on these other platforms. So let's jump in here and take a look. Let me pull up a couple screens here. So when I type in San Diego countertop, this is straight into Google. You still see the Google ads at the top, see the maps section here, and then you see the organic section, other ads, and then here's another ad somewhere in the page. But again, this is like typical Google, how Google looks. The thing is, if you look at this AI mode here, which I could see them kind of almost forcing this on us eventually, not right now. But it's, straight AI where they're giving you specific companies to look at. And you can see that, you can still see the reviews here. But again, it's changing. And then they give you some options down here with some tips for choosing countertop material and whatnot. So again, they don't force this on us right now, the AI mode. Some people might use it, some people might not. But especially if you type in like quartz versus granite, like any type of informational search term, you're going to see the AI at the top. Like this takes over the whole page now. So again, where we used to be real heavy in blog content, it's not as important anymore. Not that it's not important, but it's not as important anymore because look, this is where people are going to get their information. No one's really going to click on and go to a link and read something. They're just going to read it right on the Google page. So again, as the time this year goes on, we're going to see, we don't know what we're going to see, but we're going to probably see more AI in the search results, but Google needs to make money. So somehow there will still be ads somewhere in here. Again, this isn't really like a term that a countertop company should go after in ads because this is just a straight like research type educational term. So if the company that you're working with is going after a term like this, you're completely wasting money. But as time goes on, things are going to change. So that's on Google. Then if you go straight to ChatGPT, you type in San Diego countertop company, most likely it's going to be a little bit longer. Like I need new countertops in my home. I live in San Diego, something like that. But you could see that, again, just like the Google AI page that we looked at, it's giving you specific companies here, all local companies, tips for choosing material, map section here. The nice thing, I did this in another training that we had. The nice thing with ChatGPT, you can look at the sources. So here's a little tip here. Look at the sources and then see where they're getting this information. A lot of it is from websites, but let's see. MSI is one. Sometimes they'll have like Yelp in here. Here, if I do, what are your sources for this info? If you put that in after you're doing some local searches in your area, they will show you where the sources are. And like a lot of times it's going to be House, most likely. It's going to be Yelp. Again, these are local companies here. Let's see. Oh, so it's not actually this time. Again, you're going to get all different information when you put stuff in here. But for a while, ChatGPT would say, hey, we get this from Angie's, House, Yelp. Let's look at the sources here. So it's still just pulling it straight from the websites, which is a good thing, right? I mean, that means put more content on your website. Like I even said before, well, here you go, Home Advisors one. Better Business Bureau, Angie. So you can see these sources are providing these large language models with information. So again, you want to get listed on all of these. But again, you still want to put content on your website. Not, like I said before, we went very heavy on blog content. Consistently put it out, but don't put out like 10 posts a month because it's just overkill. But keep putting out there. Be a good resource to the community. So let's jump back over to here. Now, Google AI and Google Maps. Let's go into exactly what you can do here. So let me make this bigger for you. All right. So with all of these, you need a solid website. I mean, this is like 10-year ago tip that you need a good website, mobile friendly, fast, all the important buttons, call to actions, call now, get quote, all that's easily accessible. That's like, you should have been doing that 10 years ago. Although we work with a lot of shops and I talk to a lot of shops that their website actually isn't up to speed. So that is still a problem in this industry. Then what you could do, put an FAQ on your page, put it on your website. It's a great source. Well, one thing, it's just good content. Someone goes to your website, they're going to read the FAQ page because their question is probably on there. So whatever questions your customers have, build an FAQ page on your website and put that content in there. Now, you want to build more authority on all sites. So again, have a good social media a Facebook page, have a good Instagram page, a Yelp page, go out to the sites like this last thing right here, look at sources and get listed there. You want to, just like what we did when we were looking at ChatGPT, Better Business Bureau. And again, you don't have to pay to get on there. There's a lot of some of these you have to pay. They want to sell you extra services. Even House does that. You don't need any of that. It's not going to do anything, but get listed on there. Add some pictures there if you can. Beef up those profiles. Yellow Pages, believe it or not, sometimes that's a source. Angie's, if you could get listed on there, I have to double check if you have to pay to get on there. And House, of course, but make sure all of these profiles are beefed up. They have good content on there, pictures, video if you have it. Make sure all the information's correct, obviously, and just make sure everything is nice and neat and clean across the internet. Everything's consistent, because that is, again, just one piece of the puzzle for SEO, for AI platforms, where they want to see consistency, good quality content out there. So again, that's kind of, if you do that all this week, are you going to shoot to the top? No, it's not going to happen. But again, it's part of it. And then keep consistently putting out some content. What we kind of switched to doing, we still do blog content, but instead of just doing that, we do project features. So we get pictures from our clients, and then we write a piece of content about that and kind of put the pictures on there, make the page look really good. And the reason we do this is, one, it's content. So you're putting content out there that kind of satisfies the SEO part of things. And two, AI can't recreate that. They don't know. They can't just create projects and write about them. That's not going to happen. So this is super unique content for your website. Plus, if someone goes there, it's telling a story about your projects. That's even better. People will see maybe you on Facebook, then they go to your website, then they're looking at pictures. If they read one of these stories about a project, that's a home run, because now you're really getting them into your world. So I suggest doing that, even if it's just one a month. Try to put one project feature out there a month and do it consistently. Don't just do it one time and then don't do it ever again, because it's not going to do anything. You got to be consistent when any of this stuff. So now Google Maps, same thing like we were talking about. Optimize each part of the profile. Post updates on the profile. You can post updates there. Add pictures to the profile. Make sure every part of that profile is filled out. Collect reviews and respond to them, right? If you're just getting all positive reviews, that's fantastic. But actually write a response to them. That's going to, your profile will have even more engagement, which will help it show more when people are searching. Google wants you to use whatever they're putting out there. So if the Google Maps is free, which is great, could be a great source for leads, even though it's kind of decreasing. That's okay. It's still a good source for leads. Use every feature that they have. When you get a review, keep getting reviews. Respond to the reviews. Respond to the bad. Respond to the good. Someone actually told me the other day, I can't remember when, but they said, someone told me don't respond to the negative reviews. It's not good advice at all. First of all, if the review is bad, you could possibly get it removed only if it's slanderish, if it's like, I don't know, if like a competitor goes on and writes 3 bad reviews in a row, you can usually get that removed, report it to Google. But most of the time, if it's just a pissed off customer, it's there. It's not going away. So instead of just leaving it there with no response, respond to it. Don't go crazy. Give yourself a day before you respond. But, you know, respond to it. You know, say, hey, so sorry you felt like this. I'm going to give you a call today about it, blah, 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 whatever the response is. You know, be genuine, be nice. Don't sound like a jerk, because that's not going to do you any good. And what that will do is the negative reviews. I usually read the negative reviews because I want to see how the business responds. Don't put just a canned message. It's the same one every time, because people will pick that out very easily. But, you know, actual care, care and respond, and, try to help them out. And that's going to do a lot. Even though it's a negative review, it's going to help you just as much as a positive review. So try to get 2 to 3 a month. Consistency is better than quantity, of course. If you get 20 reviews this month and none the rest of the year, not that that's bad, but you want a couple a month. That you want that consistency. Ask in person, email, SMS, phone call, however you can get a review. Use your employees. Have them get you reviews. Give them. You can't give the customer anything for the review. That's illegal. But you can incentivize an employee to $50 gift card, $25 gift card, whatever it is. Time off. Give them some time off if they get reviews, because that's going to help your business, and that's great for them. They can make a little bit extra money. And then leave something tangible behind on the job, just so it sticks around. They might just throw it on the counter, but then a week, 2 later, they see it and they leave a review. So that won't ever really go away. You got to keep getting those reviews. Now, this is where things have changed a little bit. Not really, because you could always have used this strategy right here. But you need to do video. You want to do video. You should get on video. And we're going to go over the strategy right now here. So let's jump right in. So why does video work? You're pre-selling your leads, right? So if someone sees you on video, you might be here today because you saw me on video, or Lara, our team member, or one of our ads, or however you're here. You consume some type of content. Video is right at the top of the list because there's no way to fake it. You're on the camera, puts a face to the brand, like the points I have right here. AI cannot recreate it. We are testing some AI video creators, and it's pretty good. I will say, at first they weren't that great, and then we kind of tweaked it. They're pretty darn good. But the person that wants, as the customer that, or potential customer that's interested, it's not going to talk to the AI person. They're going to talk to the person in the video. So yes, you can use AI for video, but it still does not beat the owner, the sales rep getting on that video, talking directly to the customer, and connecting with them, or just kind of warming them up a little bit, right? They don't even have to connect with them, just warming them up. It breaks down walls like nothing else can. There's a good picture of this dude breaking down that wall. He's going hard at it. But that's what you want to do. You want to break down those walls, so then when you contact them, they're not ghosting you. They're not blowing you off. They're not, even if they contacted more than one company, they're going to remember you because you already kind of connected with them in video. It's very, very memorable. They will remember that over anything else. And again, like, they'll kind of feel like they know you a little bit because they already saw you in video. So then when you talk to them on the phone, you get a lead. Or take it like this. They see you in the video. They request more information. They want a quote. You call them right away. Call your leads right away. Don't not call them. Don't just rely on text and email. Pick up the phone, give them a call, and say, hey, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, wait, I just saw you on video. That's a home run. Do that. I don't know why every home improvement company, countertop shop, is not doing this, because it really is such a home run. It will solve so many of your problems, whether you're working with a company right now, whether you're doing this yourself. It's going to solve you think you're getting crappy leads. It's going to solve that problem. It's going to solve people not picking up the phone or contacting you back, I should say. It's going to solve a massive amount of problems, but you got to do it right. So let's go over that. So let's look at an example here. I could talk about this all day and you can just think I'm full of BS, or we can look at actual results and, see that this works. So this is a screenshot straight from Facebook ads from one of our clients. Now you can see this is results, 12 leads, right? $19 per lead. That's a great cost on Facebook and Instagram for a lead. Six leads, $11.83 per lead, even better. Your lead cost might not always be this low. This will probably go up. This is a pretty new campaign, only been running for like 2 weeks. But the red little marks here, these are all videos. This one is not a video. Facebook didn't show it all that much yet, but they right away found a winning ad. They tend to do this. So let me kind of take a back step. This is a Facebook and Instagram campaign. There's 4 ads right here running, right? There's 5 ads here right running. These 4 are video. This one is an image ad. So that's kind of the setting on what's going on. Again, this is a live campaign that's still running. These 4 are getting shown more, except this one. And you can tell by that reach. That's how many people it's reaching. So Facebook's not really showing this one that much, but right away they found that these 2 are working really well. So they're showing them more and more and more. This budget is not huge. If the budget was bigger, all of them would show more. But, we're kind of restricted by a smaller budget with this client here. But you could tell 12 leads here, 6 leads here, very, very low lead cost. And those 2 are videos. One has a male in it, one has a female in it. So again, it works. I'm not just talking BS here. It works. Now, this one is from another client. I had to take this screenshot a little bit differently, but you could see here results again. So this is the results cost per lead. So right down here, the red marks are the video ads. These videos don't have someone in them. It's just like a kitchen walkthrough. Good content, good video, but there's not actually someone in the video. But what you can see is the lead cost. So this one, this 3 leads here, $47 per lead. That's an image ad. These ones are the video. So they are beating it on lead cost. Again, is it as good as these where there's people in the video? No, but it's getting a lower lead cost, which is better. When they call them, are they going to connect with them as much? No, again, you're going to lose that. But just as an example, I wanted to show you 2 different ones where this is with people in the video. This is with people not in the video. This is actually promoting a deal. They're promoting a deal on this. I can't remember what it is, but like some type of kitchen countertop package. This, they are not. So this right here that you're looking at, they're not promoting a deal. There's no price in there. Sometimes when we get clients, they're like, we don't want to put price out there. You don't have to with video. Do video, put yourself in it. So 2 great screenshots to kind of look at the raw results, see how this is working. Both of these clients, both of these campaigns are pretty new. This one started December. This one started January, so just a couple weeks ago. And they're both doing good. Now, the next piece is how fast are they following up with the leads? That's a whole nother conversation because you could get all these great leads. If you're not picking up that phone quickly, you're going to miss out on a lot of money. So let's jump over to here. What type of video can you do for these type of ads? Now, you want to be in the video. I've kind of mentioned that a couple times. So if it's the owner in the video, that's okay. But if it's the owner talking to the leads that are coming in, that's different for every shop. But you want the sales rep to be in the video, right? Whoever's talking to the leads should be in the video. Because like I said, someone sees your ad, they click on get quote, they fill out the form, you call them within 10 minutes if you can, 5, 10, half hour. That's very impressive, right? They saw you, you're talking to them on the phone. I mean, as long as you are a nice person and can talk to someone and you're decent with sales, it's a home run. These videos should be about 30 to 60 seconds long. I'm not really into like the quick 15-second videos. I think they should be a little bit longer, give someone a little bit more time to kind of feel you out, right? And on these videos, you want to educate. You don't want to just sell. The couple of examples we looked at with the people in the video, they're talking about different edges. They're talking about remnants, talking about quartz, granite. They're educating, and that's how they're starting the actual video. They're not just saying, hey, we have a promotion here. Hey, we've been around for 20, 30 years. No one cares. No one cares how long you've been around. Like, no one cares. Like, just, you don't even need to mention that. They don't care that you're the best around. So what? Everyone else says that you're the best around. No one really cares about you. They care about how can you make their life better, easier. So by educating them, you're saying, hey, this is the difference between a single and double bowl sink. My wife and I just got a countertop maybe like 2 months ago. And we originally got a double bowl sink, and then we realized you can't fit we have a big cast iron pan. You can't fit the damn thing in the double bowl sink. And I was like, this sucks. Like, I can't live with this thing. So I actually ripped it out myself. We tried to get the company to replace it. It was too expensive for them to do it, which is fine. I get it. That's what we originally picked out. But I ordered one online, nice sink, installed it, and it's fantastic. But I wish I would have known that before. That's a great video to put out there. Hey, you might think you want a double bowl sink, but realize you can't fit a pan in here. I'm Steven from ABC Countertops. If you need help picking out a countertop, contact me. There you go. Steal that. That is your ad right there. Simple. That was pretty quick. That was only 15 seconds or 10. But, make them 30 to 60 seconds if you can, or test all different things. Don't make them like 2-3 minutes because no one has the attention span for that. But, under 60 seconds. Educate, don't sell. Use a wireless mic, please. This is one of the biggest tips. You're going to create these videos with your iPhone, your Android, whatever you have. The quality of that video is good enough. You don't need anything else. But please, I beg you, get a microphone. Go to Amazon. Click, type in wireless microphone. I put for iPhone. I'm not into like these ones with the big puffy things. If you want to get that, that's good. But like this little, which one do we have here? I don't see it, but it's kind of like this. Goes right onto your shirt. Oh, I got it right here. This right here, little guy right here, clips right onto your shirt like this. Bam. You plug the other thing right into your phone. The audio is 1,000 times better than what you will get from the phone. And the phone audio it's not awful, but you want it to be crisp and clear. This thing was $100. You don't have to spend that much. You can see this one's 62. These are 24, 18. I mean, again, this isn't, this stuff's so cheap now. You can, I was trying to look for the one that we have. Oh, this one right here. Yep. So this one, how much does it cost here? I don't know. I think it was $100. I don't know why I can't see the price, but get a wireless mic. It's going to make a huge difference. And then start with about 3 or 4 videos, right? If you're going to do this, start about 3 or 4 videos, educate, introduce yourself. Introduce yourself even at the end. You don't have to say, hey, this is Mike at ABC Countertops. Again, no one cares. Give them what they need. Give them a good tip. Give them some advice. This is what you want to look out for when you're buying a countertop. Perfect. Start with 3 or 4 videos and get that going. Then you got to be consistent. You got to keep doing the videos. Use ChatGPT to figure out all of the topics. It could literally write you out all the scripts and all the topics. But start with a couple of videos, then add a handful of videos to your campaign each month, and there you go. Like, that is your marketing plan. You don't need to hire us. Not a good sales pitch. You don't need to hire the next guy on the block or girl or whoever does marketing. This is your marketing strategy for 2026. If you're like, hey, I don't want to do any of this stuff, cool. Hire someone like us. We'll literally do everything. You need to send us the videos, but we'll literally set it up, manage it, make sure everything's good, and then optimize it each month. We'll script it out, tell you what to do. But if you're like, hey, I'm done with marketing companies, I want to do this myself, Here, steal this, all of this information. This is all yours. So now how do you set up the ads? So these are going to meta ads. They're going to run on Facebook and Instagram. Again, project photos, videos, make a mix of them, but this is a video heavy strategy. You'll probably get leads from about 30 to 75 bucks per lead. Again, you saw both of those campaigns that are live right now. The lead cost was less than, the one was like 11 or 19 bucks, which is crazy. But, expect a range. And these are meta ads. Even though you're doing the video, you're doing this new strategy, you're still going to get some garbage leads. It's just online marketing. It's just how it works. No matter what you do, you're going to get some good leads. You're going to get some bad leads. So you got to put that in your mind. And then retarget people with ads, right? So people consume your content and then your ads follow them around. I'm not going to go into how to set that all up. We're actually working on a do-it-yourself course. So you'll see that at some point out in the universe once we get that going, in case you do really want to do all of this yourself. But, and then limit the age range. We kind of keep the targeting open. We put the specific area where the ads would want to show. And then we do limit the age range because, again, is an 18-year-old going to buy Countertop? Most likely no. So we do usually, it's either 30 to 65 plus or even 30 to 64. And we kind of keep it within that age range. And one tip I don't have on here, it just slipped my mind. Oh yeah. So when let's say you're in, I don't know, let's say you're in Miami, Florida, right? Touristy type spot. People come to Miami, then they leave it. One thing that Facebook is kind of a pain in the butt is they'll show your ads to people that come to Miami and then they leave Miami and they'll still see your ad. I hate that they have it like that. They changed that maybe like a year ago or so. But what you can do is you pick your area. Say you're in Miami. You pick, that's where I want my ads to show. But then you exclude every other state in the country. It's a good tip that we actually just started to do. We're testing it right now to combat with some of our clients are in like touristy type places, Austin, Dallas, all those like where people are coming. And one good way to stop people traveling there and then going home is excluding all the states that they're not in. So give that a test. Now, please, 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 I put this in all my presentations. You need to use a CRM. You have to follow up with these leads, or you might as well just burn the money. Don't even do any of this stuff. Your sales process and follow-ups, like I said, lead comes in, and whoever your sales rep is, get them the alert should go right onto their phone. I got a new lead. Pick up within minutes. You got to act fast. If you're going to take a day, 2 days to do this, just take your money, throw it right out the window, or just light it all on fire because it's a complete waste. If you're not using a CRM to stay organized, do the same thing. Burn your money. You can give it to me. I'll take it if you don't want your money. And, long-term lead nurturing. A lead might come in. They're not ready for a month. They're just kind of in the research phase. This isn't a industry like a plumber. My toilet bowl's clogged. I'm going to call a plumber. I need them right away. I don't need a countertop tomorrow. I might, some people of course do, but I might need it in a month. Oh yeah, that's when we're getting our cabinets done. Then we need the countertop after. So make sure you're nurturing those leads that are very interested that you talk to because you called them right away, but they're not ready for a month. If it's even 3 to 6 months, that's a long time. Make a note of it in the CRM. Follow up with them. It's the best way that you could grow your business by not always just getting more and more leads. You could do that by not spending more money. So many shops do not do this. Now, if you want to talk to me, all you got to do is jump on our website here. Let's see. Can I find it? There we go. Go to get started and then just grab a time right here. Happy to jump on a call with you. Again, it's a lot of information like this, just like this. We're not out here just to take people's money to get clients that aren't a right fit. We want to see if you're a right fit for us and we're a right fit for you. So I'll be super honest on the call, like I always am. And that's pretty much it. You know, like I said, video is going to be a massive piece in 2026. It already has been the last couple of years, but I think, at least with our clients, because we're starting to get more video, we're kind of really telling them, hey, video, video, video. The ones that do this, they don't have to worry about AI and all this other crap out there, because social media is not going away. We're on our phones all the time. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, half hour a day, hours a day. Some people are on. That's not going to change. I use ChatGPT a lot more now. I was kind of against it because I was like, nah, I love Google. I'm not going to use ChatGPT. I'm a full ChatGPT user right now. I ask that thing everything. It's crazy, and it's unbelievable. But I still go on Instagram every day. I'm not really a big Facebook person. I still spend time there. I'm still going to read a review if I'm interested in having someone work on my house. So some of these habits are not going to go away, and you need to take advantage of them. Even if you didn't do anything else, if you keep getting more reviews or get more reviews and you do this video ad strategy, you will be very happy by the end of next year. But you got to do it consistently. You got to spend money on ads. Can't spend like $10 a day. That's not going to do anything. You should be spending 5 to 10% of your revenue on marketing. Are you spending that? Most likely not. Most of the shops we work with do not spend that much. But if you want things to really take it to the next level, if you kind of want to stay stagnant, you want to get some jobs, you don't have to spend as much. But if you really want to grow, you got to spend money on ads. You have to. So book a call. We'll go over everything. I'll kind of show you some more examples, see what you're doing, give you some good advice. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, I'm going to be honest, I'm not 100% sure how the questions work with this platform that we're using. If I see your question after this, I'll reach out to you and answer it, or I'll post it on the YouTube link that should be out there. But thanks for joining. We will be doing these monthly. Next month, I don't know what the topic's going to be. We'll figure it out. It's probably going to be a lot of this video content because, like I said, I really want to teach what you can do this year. And again, not like SEO or any of that crap. Like, not saying it doesn't work, but things that you could literally do today. You could take your phone, make some videos, put them online, and get that going, So reach out if you have any questions or things that you want to learn. We really want to know what you guys want to learn as well. And enjoy the rest of the day, and I'll see you on the next workshop.